So this is a subject that's near and dear to my heart because when it comes to the other side being repetitive, I get it from both sides. They are very repetitive when it comes to guiding me forward on my path. So that's how they guide me forward, is by repetition and grabbing onto my ankle and not letting go. On the other side, as a channel of divine truth, I'm asked to be repetitive. A lot of my videos are saying the same thing in different ways, and we all know the other side is obsessed with self-love, law of attraction, universal energies, free will, etc., and other strong messages that they want to drill into your brain. Drilling something into someone's brain takes time, and the other side is very patient. So what they do is it's like water over a rock in a stream. It's just like erosion. Repetition is just like erosion, like they're trying to wear you down in a good way because they want you to embrace the truth, which is the light, which is the divine, because the divine is the light and the divine is the truth. So getting you to embrace the truth is basically like saying, hey, here's God, I'm over here. I'm not going anywhere, so I'm just going to float around in the air like radio waves, and I'm just going to keep repeating myself because I am the truth and I am the light and I'm God, and I just want to let you know that my presence in your life is strong and I'm not going anywhere. So them repeating, the other side repeating themselves, is essentially God's presence in your life guiding you forward. It's the light. And the light's not going to leave you alone, and the light's not going to give up on you, because giving up on you is basically saying, yeah, all right, just go towards the dark. The truth just left the building, so go towards the dark. No big deal. That's not how the light works. The light keeps repeating truth until you actually embrace it. So truth's presence in your life is like this big pole in the center of it. And a lot of times people will sit there and just stare at this big overwhelming pole in the center of their life as opposed to ever actually grabbing onto it and embracing that truth. They'll just sit there and be like, whatever. And that pole is the repetition of the other side. We're going to be a constant presence in your life, and we're going to constantly remind you of your truth until you embrace it. I like to think of it as a nagging, annoying child. Mommy, can we go to the zoo? Mommy, can we go to the zoo? Mommy, can we go to the zoo? Okay, we're going to the zoo. Like almost until you give in. It can get kind of annoying too. Just those nagging, repetitive thoughts that you get from the other side. That's kind of the way it feels. It's just, we're just going to nag her, you know? Another way they'll send it to you is, you know, just that voice in your head, you know, cautioning you, like, you know, what about this? What about this? They'll come at you through friends. You know, your friend will make a suggestion. You'll be like, that's weird. I was just thinking about that the other day. Something your friend will say will resonate with you. So the other side will start coming at you through other people, friends, family, colleagues, whatever. So they don't just leave you alone. They grab onto your ankle. But the biggest challenge they have is for you to embrace the truth. Embrace whatever truth it is and integrate it into your life. And integrate it into your belief system and your way of thinking. Like I said, to where it becomes second nature. Integrating something into your belief system takes forever. So thus the repetition. Another thing with repetition is they're trying to stress the importance of that truth. How is it going to benefit you? How is it going to improve your life? So you embracing that truth, it's almost like things start making sense to you later, where it's like, oh, this really does matter. I really do feel better when I show myself self-love. And I'm going to give you an example. You could have a truth where this person is your soulmate, but they treat you like crap. Now, just because this person is your soulmate and your truth doesn't mean you have to embrace them if they treat you like crap. They have free will. They can treat you however they want to treat you. But you also have free will, so you can decide what you're willing to put up with. So that's where self-love actually trumps that truth, because decisions based in self-love are always supported by universal energies. So if you look at your soulmate and say, you treat me like crap, universe, I reject this reality, bring me something better, that is you commanding universal energies in the direction of self-love, in which case the universe will respond positively to that. So in most cases, when you don't embrace your truth, the universe responds negatively to it. Unless you're demonstrating self-love, then the universe responds positively to that and applauds you for demonstrating self-love. Control what you can control yourself. You can't control how your soulmate treats you. You can't. So control what you can control. Control yourself and control how you treat yourself. And self-protection is a form of self-love. So what are you willing to put up with? And what are you willing to protect yourself from? Those types of decisions. So I think that's one of the reasons why the other side is so obsessed with self-love, is because it's the highest virtue, and it's the most challenging one, to integrate into your belief system. It can be really hard. But you making decisions based in self-love sometimes pull you away from that respective truth, in which case the other side will bring another truth onto your path. They'll bring another soulmate onto your path. That's also your truth, right? No harm, no foul. So you need to see the things like surrounding your truth, and just the power of that truth and the meaning of that truth. So that's essentially why them being so repetitive is just this pull in the middle of your life that's not going away. It's a pull for you to grab onto and trust and embrace. So I kind of want to elaborate a little more on how the other side repeats itself, obviously through me and my videos. They talk through me all the time. Obviously through recurring thoughts, recurring gut feelings, the voices in your head, and also other people. And I'm going to use myself as an example because I personally experienced this with one of my friends. My friend Simon he came out to visit. He physically drove me to Sur La Table and bought me a bunch of kitchen cooking stuff. And we went back to my place, and he actually cooked a meal with me. And it was like, see, it's not so scary, literally this person holding my hand and kind of gently pushing me towards cooking. And at the time, I kind of had a limited belief, energetic block towards doing it, because my kitchen was pretty small and I only had a stovetop countertop with burners, no actual oven. And I'm like, oh, well, my microwave's filled with books, and I have no oven, so no cooking to be had here. And he's like, no, we're gonna cook. And that was the compulsion coming from his higher self to gently nudge me towards cooking. And he was guiding me on my path. So Simon was actually working for the light when he did that. And it worked. It worked because he was pushing me towards the cooking. So after he left and went back home, I kept cooking after that. So it worked. Him holding my hand and kind of buying me the supplies and see, let's break the ice here. Not so scary. Nothing to fear. Let's try to get your confidence up, So the other side was working through Simon. Looking back, the other side has been pushing me towards cooking and culinary arts for decades. I had a friend that I would literally go over to her house all day long, and we would, chop, cook, bake. We would cook up these elaborate meals for our boyfriends, and we would, spoil them, and it was tons of fun. I loved doing it. We'd sit there and laugh and drink wine and, watch movies together and just have a great time doing it. But the other side brought her onto my path as well to encourage me to do the culinary arts. So I could see the other side working through people in order to get this match to light. But I still can't believe how long it took the other side. They never gave up on me. They always grabbed onto my ankle with the culinary arts, but I still can't believe how long it took me to finally embrace it. I can't even tell you. It's just apathy, laziness, just lack of confidence, fear, lack of confidence. Oh, I could never do that. Limited beliefs, energetic blocks, not thinking it was possible for me. But yeah, the culinary arts thing is really strong. That they're saying it's an expression of my heart and how I express my love and take care of people and nurture them. So the culinary arts thing is definitely something they're not going to let go of with me, and they push it really hard. Time frames with them, like I said, it could take years. These repetitive truths that they'll keep sending you, as long as it takes. They're patient, weeks, months, years, as long as it takes to sink in. But the truth doesn't take a vacation. The truth is steadfast. So it's just going to keep coming at you. Not going to let you go. So yeah, the truth takes time. We need to become one with it. We need to, know it. And we need to see what a big deal this truth is, and often that reveals itself to us over time. We're like, oh, what's the big deal? You know, and they're like, trust us, this is a big deal. You need to pursue this. It's going to make you happy. It's going to make other people happy. It's a win-win. It's a really nice energetic exchange. Like, things are revealed to you over time. So that's why it's, you know, so important, and why they're just going to keep repeating themselves over and over again until you finally embrace that truth. Because, like I said, the truth is the light, and God is the truth and the light, and he will never, ever let go of your hand. And in the meantime, take care and be well. Thank you.